Hello, my friends, and welcome to our intercostal muscles self-massage. This was a request. These muscles are essential, not just for moving, but also for breathing. So stay tuned. The intercostal muscles fill the spaces between the ribs, and they help a little bit with movement of the thorax, but they also help the ribs to expand and deflate as we breathe. So as we breathe in, the ribs sort of go out and up, almost like bucket handles, and then in and down as we exhale. If these muscles are stiff, tight, achy, it will impede our breathing, which will then restrict the amount of oxygen and nutrients that get to all the places in the body. Restricted breathing can also create anxiety, just as anxiety can stifle our breathing. So very important to have these muscles nice and flexible, springy, movable, and soft. So first, just go ahead and feel your rib cage. Just put your hands on your ribs and feel the movement as you breathe in and out. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Here we go. Deep breath in. And feel them expand. Exhaling out. And feel them lower. Almost like filling up a balloon. So again, go ahead and breathe in. And exhale. Now there's other movement that happens too, and actually all around 360 degrees when you breathe. But I want you to also feel the breath fall into the belly. That's where it goes first, or that's where it's supposed to go first in deep diaphragmatic breathing. So first you feel the belly expand and then the rib cage. It's as if you're filling up a glass of water or filling up with air. So go ahead, put one hand on the belly, one hand on the rib cage, on the chest. Deep breath in through the nose. Feel your belly move first. And then the rib cage. And breathing out is the opposite. So you exhale. Chest goes down. Belly goes down. Let's do one more nice deep breath like that, just to really feel it. Inhale into the belly. Fill the chest. Exhale, the chest goes down and the belly goes down. Already you're probably feeling calmer. That's what deep diaphragmatic breathing does. It physiologically reduces anxiety and calms everything down in the nervous system. So we're going to start palpating those intercostal muscles. It helps to put one hand up, and you can rest it on your head so it doesn't get tired. And feel for the ribs. Find two adjacent ribs and then the space in between. It'll be on a diagonal because the ribs go around like this. So feel for a space in between, and you'll be feeling your intercostal muscles. And you can just sort of press in and go back and forth. Feel lots of different places. See if there's a place that's tender, tight, sore, stiff. And when you find one, hold your fingers in right there and do one of those nice deep breaths, feeling the rib cage go out and in. And just feel that point relax on the exhale. As you exhale, you should be able to get in a little bit deeper into the tissue. So try it again. Hold that point, put a nice amount of pressure on it, but you don't want it to hurt. So it should just feel good. And breathing in, you'll feel it press against your finger. Exhale, and you'll feel it soften under your finger. And when you feel like you've given that spot enough attention, just continue going. The ribs go all the way down to this costal arch where our diaphragm is underneath. all the way up to our first rib, which is right under our clavicle or collarbone. And they go all the way around, so you can feel in the front, you can try to feel in the back. You may not be able to get that far, but you can go for it. You could always try going with the other hand, and you can even do sort of an L shape like this, put it on your waist, and then feel with your thumb for some nice tender points. Again, when you find another one, hold it. Now I'm using a few fingers. You can use one or all four here. Of course, you'll cover more of the muscles with 4 fingers. It's a broader pressure. And breathe in, feel it press into the fingers. Exhale it out, deflate, and feel those muscles soften. So nice. Such a nice relief. And I think you'll find after this massage that you'll be breathing more deeply and more easily. I'm going to wander down a little bit, get the lower ribs, the lower intercostals. Maybe go to the side. And as I explore, I'm just doing a sort of back and forth motion in between the ribs. And when you find your next spot, put the pressure on, and you can now put pressure upwards or downwards, and you'll be hitting against a rib. That'll help to expand the space in between the ribs. So if I press in and upward on the top rib and I breathe deep, it'll help that rib move, mobilize upward, creating more space. Same thing for the lower rib. I can put gentle pressure down, breathe in as the rib moves down, creating some nice space and almost a stretch. It's like a nice stretch for that particular area of the intercostals. And keep exploring, keep breathing nice and deep. Should feel wonderful, actually. These areas never really get worked, do they? So I'm going into the front here. I'm going to put a little pressure in and up as I breathe. And let it go. Wow, that was a nice one. I'm going to stay there because it's so nice. I feel like it needs it. Wherever you feel like it needs some love, just hang out there. Do several breaths. This is your massage. Make it your own. You do what your body needs you to do. When you feel like you've covered all the intercostals on that side, let's do the other side. So you can rest your other arm up. It just opens it up more. It allows you to feel more, gets more space in between the ribs. That's why I like to put the arm up. And again, you could use your 4 fingers or however many fingers you want. And just start exploring. Oh, right away, I found a tender one there. And hold and breathe. Feel that rib cage expand. Feel it expand in the back too. Front, sides, and back, all the way around. That's a good one too. And remember, you can explore with pressing up against the top rib or the upper rib and press down against the lower rib. See if you get a different sensation with that. See if you get a better release with that. See if it creates more space. You'll probably have one side that feels a lot more tender, sore, restricted than the other. That's totally normal. This is definitely my more tender side. I'm finding a lot more here. You can go around to the back as far as you can reach. A nice way to get the back, the thoracic spine, which all the ribs connect to, is with a foam roller. Check out my video on the thoracic spine release with the foam roller. That's really nice too, because it's hard to reach back there, so it's good to use some tools. And deep breaths. Let's find one more on this side. And of course you do this for as long as you need to. Feel free to pause the video and just explore all over. Get all the kinks. And I'll show you how to go a little further with this method. So if we go back to side one, I'm sorry I'm sweating today. It's August in New York City, and I thought, gee, I'll film outside. That's what I get. So find a good spot, and then very slowly begin to lean away from it. So now you're making more space by side bending away. And if you want even more of a stretch, press down on the lower rib to stretch it out as you come over. It's quite a lovely sensation. Make sure you're coming purely to the side. You're not rounding forward. You're not looking up. Find another spot. Deep breath in, and on the exhale, over to the side and make some room. You can press down on that lower rib. Come out of it slowly. Always come out of a stretch slowly, into and out of. And another one. Now that I did pure side flexion with. However, if you find a good spot on the front and want to get a full stretch, so it's sort of front diagonal, you'll be going the opposite way. So you'll be going a little bit back diagonal to get a good stretch there. Likewise, if you find something on the back, you might stretch side and front on the diagonal to get the full stretch there. Or if that's too confusing, just do your side flexion. Feels so nice. So we find a point, we inhale, and we exhale. Hold that point. Don't let it slip. Slowly come out. Let's do a little of that on the other side. So find a goodie. You can press down on the lower rib also if you'd like, in and down. Deep breath in. Get taller, 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 and exhale out as you lean to the side. Such a good stretch. And then slowly, slowly, slowly coming on up. And just explore with that. See what you find. I got a tender point there, and it's a little bit in the back, so I'll move just a little bit to the side and forward in order to stretch it. So I inhale, pressing down on the rib. Keep that pressure down on the rib as I, that's a good one. As I go down and forward, making space. Slowly, slowly coming up so you don't get a muscle spasm. That's no fun. And we'll try one more. Inhaling to sit tall. Press down on that bottom rib if you'd like. And bring it over. Keep that pressure. Exhale it out. And slowly coming on back. You can drop the arms, circle the shoulders just to make sure there's no tension. And we'll do a little bit of a rib cage stretch so we can just move around those intercostals and make sure they're nice and flexible. So you're going to press your chest forward. Just press it out as you want to arc your back. If it were cat-cow in yoga, this would be the cow. And then we'll do the cat. So as if somebody's going to punch you in the gut. Round forward, stretching out the back of the rib cage. Breathe here. Slowly back up, sit up tall. Reach one hand up to the ceiling or the sky, reach it up, 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 get taller and longer through that side of the rib cage. And then when you're as high as you can go, begin to stretch over. Breathe into that side rib cage, feel it really expand. Exhale, maybe you could stretch a little further. Again, slowly coming on up. We'll switch sides, reach up, up as high as you can first. Lengthen that, see how tall you can grow. And only when you're at the top, go ahead and bring it on over. Keep elongating, keep stretching that out. Feel the side of the rib cage. Breathe into it, feel it expand. Exhale, stretch a little further. Slowly come on up. Place one hand on the opposite knee, the other hand behind you, and take a nice twist. You're just twisting from the waist, twisting the rib cage around. And you can bring your head around too to face the back if that feels good. Breathe in here. As you breathe in, get taller in your twist. As you breathe out, see if you can twist a little further. Slowly coming on back, and we'll switch sides. Opposite hand to opposite knee, other hand behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist towards the back. Inhaling again, sit taller, taller, taller. And exhaling, twist a little further. Relax, slowly come back around. And let's just take one more nice deep breath. See how it feels. So we fill the belly, then the rib cage. As we exhale, rib cage, belly. Ready? Through the nose. And inhale. Fill as much as you can all the way up to capacity. And then exhale all the air out. And now just breathe naturally and see if you don't notice a difference in how you feel through the thorax, through the rib cage, how the breath feels flowing in and out of the body, how your mood is, how your mind is. It might affect all those things, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling pretty good right now. If you are, like my video, please subscribe and hit the notifications bell because I have so much coming out and I want you to be the first to know. Comment below, let me know how this worked for you. Tell me your story. I will see you soon.